Secret. If a woman is rude to you, she likes you. If a woman is disrespectful towards you, kind of in a teasing way, but they sometimes they can get a little extra with that shit. They got a crush on you. What women like to do, women are reactionary and they like to get a reaction out of dudes. They like to constantly see, can I make this dude? It's like poking the bear. They want to see if they can make this dude react to some shit or get mad at some shit. You know, women are literal children. And the way that you weed out the ones that like you and have a crush on you is literally by just being silent and quiet. And usually the ones who like you will let themselves be seen. Especially if it's like, let's say she's trying to get like, she's all of a sudden giving you hugs out of nowhere and talking to you and trying to get to know you on some kind of deep level. She finds you attractive. Because women don't just do that. They don't just want to talk to a man on a deep level out of nowhere. So if she trying to talk to you on a deep level out of nowhere, she like you, even if she got a boyfriend, to be honest. Because they'll act like it's like their boyfriend is like this big old, thing that they're obsessed with. But a lot of women, I mean, unless they talking about marriage with the dude, a lot of them don't even really like the dude they date. Even though I still highly recommend, don't date. Don't be one of those type of players. Don't be like a dirty Mac. Don't be trying to take no woman away from her boyfriend, because it's just going to lead to disaster. Because this nigga is going to do some weird shit. Because remember, he's going to believe her over you. Remember, you always the villain in the story. So even if she like, man, she talking about she want to suck you up, do all this wild stuff, you are always going to be seen as the villain, no matter what you do to him. She cheats on him, he's still going to try to beat your ass. That's how it is. So that's why I wouldn't recommend doing it, but I'm just letting you know that being silent is one of the biggest secrets, because it'll weed out what women like you. Because the women that like you are going to try to talk to you. Because women don't have they don't have emotional control, like self-control. Like a man can be talkative all day. Don't get me wrong. A man could be a certified yapper, but a man could also be quiet for like 4 to 5 hours straight and not say nothing. Women can't do that. Like 99% of them cannot do that. Only a select few can do that. But if a woman is constantly insulting you, she probably has a big crush on you. And, you should just zone her out and see what's up. Because one thing I notice is that when you keep zoning them out, they're going to keep trying to get your attention. But if you flip it and you're all talkative and you're trying hella hard to talk to her, she's not going to talk to you. The secret is you should always be talking less to a woman you like. That has gotten, like, literally from my experience, that's gotten women to go from not even liking me at all to all of a sudden now they walking up to me, giving me hugs, and acting like we're like super close. It's like a natural attraction towards you because of the fact that you are not thirsty, you're not weird. Silence literally can reset everything about you. Being quiet can reset everything. You being calm, cool, collected, and silent, it can make you look less thirsty, less horny, less creepy, less weird. It makes it seem like you have self-control. It seems like you're used to being here. When you're around a bunch of women, you understand them and you're used to being around a bunch of women. And it'll actually, like I said, it brings women to you versus repelling them. It's like, for example, like, what's a good analogy for it? It's like when you talk to women and you're trying hella hard to get them, it's almost like you're spraying them with like women repellent. Like you're trying to get them to go away, right? It's like a spray to get them to go away. But when you're silent, it's like you're spraying yourself with a natural cologne of aura. So your aura points literally go up the less you talk, the more badass you dress. And when you do talk, you say the most badass shit or the coolest shit. You know, it does make a huge difference. I'm telling you. I've seen the biggest difference, you know. And again, like I said, I'm going to eventually make a video on the difference between how I was when I was outgoing and talkative and a extrovert compared to when I was an introvert and I was silent and quiet. Because an introvert, you'd be surprised, like that game does work. I don't even want to say it on here because I don't want to mess y'all up. But yes, a lot of the time when you're silent, you're going to have a lot of different things happening. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to make this that video. This is going to be that video because I like the pace I'm going. I like where I'm going in this video. We're just going to make this about, you know, my experience being a silent dude and how that, you know, attracted people, you know, and the difference between me being an extrovert and an introvert in my game when I was an extrovert and my game when I was an introvert. We're going to do that. So let's get into it. When I was an introvert, when I was silent, which usually was during, I want to say my senior year of high school to when I was a senior in college, I gave off this vibe of just being alone. I was always alone. I was always silent. I was always quiet. I always kept to myself. I always had headphones in. I usually had the Blue Beats headphones. And all I used to do was go to class, work out. That was it. Surprisingly enough, me doing that attracted lots of women my way. Lots of them. Probably, I want to say at the very least, maybe about, there's like 10 that I can remember in the back of my head right now. But that brought women towards me. It was like a lot of women would be attracted to me because they're like, okay, he's silent, he's quiet, he's not thirsty, he stays to himself, he ain't got no friends. Very mysterious. Being both silent, mysterious, indifferent, and different. The difference between, you got to know the difference between indifference and different makes you attractive to most women. And you're unresponsive. It gives a sense of, I want to know more about him. Who is he? You know, he might, if we do get freaky, he's not going to tell anybody. He doesn't react to anything I'm saying or doing. He stays calm, cool, and collected, so that means he has control over his emotions. I want to learn more about him. And that's how it was. It was always some woman coming up to me. And let me tell you something, too. It was always an attractive woman. And let me tell you another thing. When you're more quiet, calm, cool, and collected, it brings a sense of safety to a woman. Because they know, okay, this nigga's not about to jump up out of nowhere and be doing some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And even if you do something extra, you know, something that can be perceived as extroverted, you know, some hyper energy shit, you're only going to do it for a short amount of time. And then you're going to eventually sit back down and be in your calm, cool, collected state. They knew that. And they liked that. It was always that, you know, that mystery of, I want to see what he's going to do next. Because when you're silent and quiet, you're extremely unpredictable. You don't know what this man is thinking. You don't know what he's about to do. And that turns on so many different women. And it's crazy because a lot of women are not even going to admit it, but it does turn a lot of them on. Even if you're not even super duper handsome. You know, women always say it a lot of the time. They like medium, medium ugly? I say the best way. I say medium handsome is a better way to put it. Which basically just means average looking. It just means a dude who's like a 6 in looks, but he dresses nice and he has aura to him. But a lot of the time, it was like this stuff would attract a lot of women. And like I said, it's a feeling of safety. They feel safe because they know you're not about to jump up and act weird or do nothing weird. They also like the fact that you're quiet and silent. So when they're talking to you, You're going to sit there and listen to these long stories about their life. And another secret about women that a lot of people won't tell you is that women actually start falling in love with a dude the more he listens to her and understands her and lets her talk. She will literally be like addicted to you and obsessed with you. Again, you're spraying yourself with that aura cologne every single time. You're quiet, you're silent, you're calm, you're cool, you're collected. Your voice stays deep. You allow them to speak. And you're creating this aura and this sense of a safe place, a safe environment, a very calming atmosphere around yourself. Because human beings, I would say preferably men, we're supposed to be like a planet, like a universe, mostly a planet. You're supposed to be able to know how to create an atmosphere around a woman that enthralls her so much, that makes you so magnetic to the point where she's like, you know what? I like this dude. I want to follow this dude around. That's more of how women fall in love and have crushes on dudes. Like I said, a lot of men are not going to tell you a lot of this stuff, but it's just the constant, calm, cool, collected mystery. You're mostly silent. You let her talk more. You can ask questions, but you want to be able to relax, stay calm. Stop trying so hard when you don't have to. This is another secret they don't tell you. You don't have to try that hard. All these dudes online will tell you all this nonsense that will have you doing the most. I mean, clowning around, acting like a freaking idiot. You ain't even got to do all that. If you dress nice, stay silent, calm, cool, collected, and relax, you literally, everything is set for you. And a lot of the time, women will come up to you and talk to you. I'll also say you want to wear, I know I'm saying that your aura is a type of cologne, but you also want to actually wear real cologne that smells extremely good. Even if you got to pay like $20, $30, get you some really good smelling cologne. But me as a silent dude, you also get away with a lot more stuff with women. I'm talking about you can smack their asses, you can grab them, put them in your lap, and you don't understand how much of a difference it is when you are a calm, cool, collected dude. Women treat you 10 times better when you're calm, cool, and collected as a man than they do if you're like outgoing. My experience when I was calm, cool, collected, I was constantly getting hugs. Women were sitting in my lap. Women were doing all this extra shit. They'd come lay in the bed with you. You could grab their titties, smack their ass. And they wouldn't be like, oh my God, she spanked my ass. Like, you know how a lot of people be talking about some Me Too movement and stuff like that? These women were consenting. Like I said before, a lot of the time they'd play fight with you, grab on you too. Me and one woman, she seen me sitting in the gym one time, and me and her literally just started grabbing and touching on each other. Like, no BS. Like, it was like, I was grabbing her titties, she was grabbing on me, I was grabbing her butt and stuff. Stuff like that. You can literally kiss a chick, and they don't make a big deal, because you're setting the tone for yourself. You're creating the energy around you. Like I said before, you're creating an atmosphere like a planet. And you're attracting women to you. Your energy is so magnetic. You have such a strong energy field around you that you're projecting around you that women can feel. That it makes them want to come to you. It's like you're on an astral projection. It's like these women are trying to literally be a part of you. They're going out of their body and they're having an out-of-body experience by just talking to you. That's how deep this game can get, man. You can get on some metaphysics type stuff with it. But you really want to have that sense of atmosphere, that sense of having a good conversation, that sense of understanding women and not trying to change them. Don't try to change them. You don't need to try to change them. And you don't need to become bitter about them. And like I said, if you want to naturally become a calm, cool, and collected dude, a dude who has a relaxed aura that attracts most women, It's really simple. Just start meditating, doing positive affirmations for yourself. That means relaxing your soul and saying positive things to yourself, like I am a strong man, I am a handsome man, I am a man who gets a lot of women. You just put affirmations out there. It does help. I've done it myself. You have to get into this mindset of being otherworldly. That's how amazing you want to be. You want to be otherworldly. You want a woman to be like, damn, he don't even feel like he's even from this planet. This man has so much aura to him, such a strong atmosphere, such a strong vibe. He don't even feel like he's from here. And like I said, it's not even hard to do. Now, like I said in another video, it's really just combining a bunch of stuff together and creating yourself into the most interesting dude. One of the ways you do this is being different and being a little indifferent. When she's talking to you, kind of zone her out and kind of ignore her a little bit, but then come back to her and talk to her. Women kind of like that shit. They kind of like the whole push and pull thing. You ain't got to do it too much though, but they like that. That type of stuff attracts them. It's very attractive, and you always want to be kind of in a mood like you're about to leave. Like we could talk for like 10, 15 minutes, but I gotta go somewhere. There's something important I gotta do. But then stay for an hour anyway and listen to her. And then straight up tell her, I really enjoyed listening to you talk. You can give her a hug, rub the top of her hand, and then just keep it moving. And like I said, you're supposed to be the unreactionary. She's supposed to be reactionary, but as a man, you're supposed to be an unmovable object. You're supposed to be able to stay chill and relaxed and stoic. And you'd be surprised at how much that will change your whole reality. Because you decide who you are. You decide who you become, and you decide who you are as an individual. So you decide if you're like a loser. If you want to call yourself a loser, guess what? The atmosphere around you, the aura around you, the frequency and the vibration around you is going to literally be the frequency, the vibration, the aura, and the atmosphere of a loser. Because that's what you believe you are in your own mind, in your mindset. If you want to be a smooth, suave dude, all you got to do is tell yourself, I'm a smooth, suave dude, and just be that. Walk slow. Talk slow. Be a better listener. Have kind of a player's mindset. Believe in your brain, I can get any woman I want. Women love to be around me. And create yourself into a man that women love to be around. It's not really that hard to do. But like I said, here are some of the steps, because I'm saying all this without a script. This is all naturally coming from my mind and from my own personal experiences. But let me tell you the things you need. You want to be different. That means dye your hair a weird color. Dye your hair pink or something. Dye your hair blue or something. Get you an interesting earring. Get you a swag that's different, but it's a swag that expresses you. Be very expressive. That'd be number one. Women like difference and uniqueness. Be a little indifferent when you talk to her. Be a little uninterested, but still be listening. Women kind of like that, not knowing if you're really listening or not. Number three, get you a really good smelling cologne. That makes the atmosphere around you even more powerful. Number four, like I said before, you want to be a very spiritual dude. Talk to her and get extremely deep spiritually. I'm talking about real deep. Ask her them real deep questions. After you do that, also be a dude who kind of doesn't give a fuck. Say what you want. Tell her she got a nice ass, nice legs, nice boobs, beautiful face. You got to say that stuff. This is the stuff you say if you're like on the phone or you've been talking to her for like an hour. You can start getting into these deeper topics. And a lot of women are not going to overreact unless you overreact. So she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you asked me that. You can kind of just get even more silent and kind of just zone her out, kind of play with your fingers and just get quieter. You don't want to have a reaction every time she has a reaction. Remember, you're stoic, You're calm, cool, collected. You're relaxed. But you want it to feel natural, which is why I tell you to meditate. I tell you to listen to some high vibrational sounds on YouTube. Listen to some positive affirmations on YouTube. Create your own positive affirmations. Create the atmosphere around you and make it strong. Make the aura around you strong. Be more silent than talkative. Be more mysterious and not really around and not really fully available. Makes you more attractive. You're literally stacking more aura on top of yourself. Being different, that's 1,000 aura points. Being silent, another 1,000 aura points. Being mysterious, another 1,000 aura points. I'm trying to put it in a language that you guys understand. Number 4, walk slow, talk slow. Be articulate. That helps you. Number 5, be spiritual. Talk about very deep topics with her. Number 6, be kind of like a therapist. Ask her really deep questions. That goes with the whole spirituality thing when you talk to her. And then number 7, let her know, she got nice titties, stuff like that. You combine all this together, and you'll get you a woman. And like I said, the silentness, the quietness, the walking slow, talking slow, mixed with the smooth voice, mixed with the stoicism, turns a lot of women on. It'll make you look effortlessly charming, and you're not even really technically doing anything but doing nothing. It's like you doing nothing does everything for her. That's a bar. I'm telling you. And that was my experience as a silent dude, was a lot of the time, a lot more women were more eager to hang out with me and vibe with me because they're like, oh, this dude don't even talk to nobody, but he talking to me. I must be special. I must interest him in some way. Now, of course, if we're being real, it's that you're interested because she's fine and she got a fat ass. I mean, duh. But in her brain, she thinks it's something deeper. And that's good. Let her think that. I'll tell you another thing. Stop arguing with women, too. A lot of dudes argue with women a little too much, which also ruins a lot of their game. You don't need to sit there and argue with a woman and try to always prove your points to a woman. It's not that deep. Leave that alone. Leave that. Y'all be doing that red pill shit. Leave that alone. Leave that black pill mindset alone. Get rid of that. Learn how to just talk with women and practice. I would say the best place to practice would be practice on the Monkey app. The Monkey app is a perfect place to just practice talking to women. And a lot of the time, you'll make long-time female friends on there, too. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I want the best for you guys. I want you guys to start learning how to get women effortlessly without putting in so much effort. Everything I just told you, you don't even have to write it down. Just watch this video one time. And literally, you could start in the next 5 minutes. Stop talking so much. Turn your brain off. It's kind of like when on SpongeBob, when Squidward told SpongeBob to empty his mind so he could become the greatest waiter at the fake Krusty Krab, because Squidward wanted to impress Squilliam. It's just like that. Empty your mind of all the negative stuff that people tell you about women, about what you tell yourself about women, all the things they've said on YouTube. It's just get out of those biases and those prejudices. Get rid of all of that. And you will slowly see your game grow. What else? I basically just made y'all aura literally like 10 times better in 20 minutes. The silence always helps. The silence has been a thing that's helped from the beginning of time. I mean, I've literally had chicks, since I'm silent, they've let me literally like smack their ass, shit like that. They didn't get offended. They giggled, crazy shit like that. You really want to be quiet, relaxed, and reserved around women, man. But you also want to be a little bit outgoing, but not too much. This video is getting kind of long, but you know what? I'm gonna name this video "How to Boost Your Aura." That's what I'm gonna name it. How to boost your aura. Fast with women and in life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, follow your boy. It is what it is. I'm gonna try to give y'all more and more videos. This is just one of many videos I'm going to give y'all today. Peace and blessings. Take care.